Hello out there, and I thought I'd do a review today, a little review of Capstan Gold. And I'm also going to talk a little nice cute little VR to Greg. On his video, I can't remember the tunnel take number. On the title was Bunny Hugging. I'll get to that in a minute. No, we're not talking about somebody, picking up some wild rabbit out of their yard and coddling them and rocking him. Oh, I got me a little bunny rabbit. I will squeeze him, hug him, name him George. He was having a discussion with somebody else, with somebody on the one rule of natural law of life. But first, I'll start with the review, a little review. And I'm going to be smoking on my aroma churchwort. Now, Capstan, I guess it was supposed to have been the favorite of Tolkien. You know, the man who, for those of you who don't know, the man who wrote The Lord of the Rings and other stories. The Hobbit. Yes, I have read The Hobbit. The man can tell he can spin. I mean, one hell of a yarn. Beautiful storyteller. No, I'm not going to read everything he's put out. I did enjoy The Hobbit. It didn't take me long to read through the book. I just don't read that much. What would you call it? Fantasy. But if I was reading anymore, I'd read his literature. I did enjoy it. And Capstan is just a Virginia flake. Get one of these out. Some nice flakes. It's got a nice mellow aroma to it. And by the way, I think Tolkien, his preference was like Capstan Blue. All right. Yeah, I thought I'd use a churchwort for this one. I think it's only appropriate for Tolkien in his stories. And yeah, I did like the movies. They were good, they were nice. But my favorite had to be the ones I remember when I was a teenager. I think Bass Rackin was the company that produced it. It was, they were animated. Beautiful animation. And the orcs and in those animations, they had some personality to them. Now there's the usual tanginess. And sweetness you do naturally get from Virginia's. Now with Capstan, I'd say it's a nice, pleasant sweetness. And far as that, what a lot of folks out there would call that grassy, to me, and I guess some other folks, hay-like quality. You don't really taste that a whole lot, Capstan. And it's a very pleasant tobacco. This one could be an all-day smoke. Easy. I mean, it's mild, so yeah, it's not gonna pack much punch, I guess. Okay. Um, yes, I will buy this again sometime. I will have to try out Capstan Blue. See what that's like. I'm glad I got me a tin of this. Now, my little response to Greg. If I remember on his video, he was having a discussion with somebody who's giving him a little problem when he had to kill some bees that were giving him a problem. I think those two got in a discussion about uh, I'm not sure what was all, but one of it, some of it had, involving I guess environmental or something like that. All the killing of creatures. He explained, and he was explaining to this person, something has to die for you to eat. That is true. I agree with Greg. That is just a natural law of nature. You can't, we human beings can't get around it. We weren't consulted, nor was any other animal or plants on this earth. We live by it, that's all. We can get around it sometimes, but we'll never change that law. Like gravity. Yes, we can get around gravity. We have aircraft for that. But the minute if there's something happens to the pilot, if that plane becomes severely damaged, malfunctions, runs out of fuel, it's going to drop back to the ground like a rock. Like the weather. We can work with it, but we can't really change it. But there are some natural laws that have monkey wrenches in them. This is one of them. I think Mother Nature, she just threw them in there just for giggles, just for laughs. Because it's accepting the law the way it is one thing, as long as you're not on the business end of it sometimes. And that's the way it is with the food chain. We're not always aware away from the business end of it. Sometimes people will get consumed by an anaconda, shark, gator, croc, big cat, bear, you name it. I wonder, I'd say this is a question for anybody to ponder. Now, okay, Greg, would you still feel the same about this natural law? Let's say a gang of cannibals come cruising through your area. And you're just minding your own business. And they start giving you the hairy eyeball and saying things like, hey, check out that dude with the tank top. Wow, holy crap, look at the drumsticks on that boy. Drag him over to the grill. We're going to eat like kings tonight. Would you still feel the same way on that natural law? I think that's something for anybody to ponder over. And drop in and say hello to Greg. Real fun guy to listen to. Okay, I'll be back for another video, and thank you for dropping in.